We are live. Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello, Bloomshine.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, before we start our new our topic for today, we would like to sing happy birthday to our very
Oh,
own Sis Marta. It's her birthday today, and she's with us. So at the count of three, first we'll do Kuya Wells, then we'll just sing along with him. Okay, Kuya Wells, sing it.
happy birthday to you. Ready? Sing. Happy
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 birthday to
birthday
you.
to
happy
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 birthday
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 to
to you.
you.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to you.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
Happy
birthday.
Many, many more blessings to come. Ayan.
Bloomshine,
Oh,
my Bloomshine team. Thank you, love you all. And I just wanna, Coach, I just wanna take this chance to say thank you to all the friends, followers who greeted me and send their messages, more messages. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you so much. God bless us all. Thank you.
there you go. Yes. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. This is Martes. All right, guys. Tonight, we are so blessed because Sis Martis is her birthday today and joined us. But tonight, everyone, tonight's live is about our never again moment, those turning points where we decided enough is enough. Instead of staying stuck, we chose to rise, take action, and open doors to opportunity. So these moments become the fuel of growth, pushing up toward bigger possibilities. So let's do it. Here with me, guys, are business owners from different parts of the world and in the United States, actually Europe and United States, guys. So let's introduce ourselves. I'm Coach Daphne. I'm located here in Texas, USA. Magandang gabi po. I am a wife, an eldest daughter, and an online business owner and coach. And my background, I'm a physical therapist by profession. And I'm so glad to be here with you all. All right, Sis Maita.
hello everyone. Hello Bloomshine. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning po sa inyong lahat. My name is Maita Castillo, originally from Taal, Batangas. Now I'm based here at Henderson, Nevada, a mom of two adulting boys. And my background po is in graphic design. And now I am managing multiple home-based business, and one of that is our digital business. And I'm a proud business mentor. Please stay tuned with us at sana po makarelate kayo to any of our story, and maybe this is the breakthrough that you're waiting for. Yan pa, si Smartest. Birthday girl.
Mabuhay po ang lahat ng mga Filipino-American around the globe. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. So, first time seeing me, I am Maritas Lucas Raimundo from the Philippines, Region 3 Isabela, Ilocano, Apo, naimbag na bigat, imbag nga daw, kaya naimbag nga rabi, ikad na kayo amin, ngawan labas na. I worked in a government agency for 21 years and migrated here in Illinois, USA. I am happily married, a mom of 3 wonderful children, and I am a passionate caregiver, and I am a proud digital business owner. Stay tuned lang po. Take it away, Sis Ayi.
Hello everyone. Hello world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Eileen. I'm recently living here in Italy, and I'm originally from Las Piñas City, Philippines. I'm a registered nurse, a caregiver, a mom of two, and of course, I'm a proud digital business owner. So stay tuned po kayo. And the time check here is 3:35 a.m. So good morning, Europe. Tita Molet, take it away.
Po sa inyong lahat. Si Molet Aranza po ako. Kumusta po sa inyong lahat? At magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Nandito po ako sa Virginia, USA. Sa East Coast, it's 9:35 ng gabi po dito. At ako po ay isang nurse dito sa USA. At nandito po ako at mula noong 1989, and I've been married here, and actually it's our anniversary today.
Happy
Oh,
anniversary.
Thank you.
happy
And,
anniversary.
Yes, we've been married since 1983, and so it's been a long time. I've been happily married, and so I said we're just gonna celebrate it next day or two, since we're here. And I said, "Oh, I'm working tonight, and we have this live, so not tonight." So anyway, I have husband, wife. I'm a wife, mother, grandmother, and a nurse, and of course, a digital business owner. And magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And Emmanuel, ikaw.
Okay, magandang gabi po. Ako po ay si Emmanuel Garcia. You can also call me Wells. And I'm here in California. Time check is 6:36 p.m. po. 6:36 p.m. PST. So iba-iba ho kami ng oras, kaya ako parang nagiginom. But anyways, ako po ay isang a husband, a Christian. A father of 3. I'm a professional musician from the Philippines. At a full-time employee of one of the largest car manufacturing companies. And I'm a proud digital business owner.
There you go. All right, so let's dive in of our never again moment, right? The moment that changed everything, right? That's our never again. So since I'm the one talking first, right? So allow me to share with you my never again moment, right? As a physical therapist, a healthcare worker, you would think, right, like I got it all right. For me, my never again moment was in 2020 when the global crisis hit, right? Everybody went kapoop. I don't know. We went just different. We're not ready for it. So our facility shut down for a few days. It might not seem like much, but for me, it was a wake-up call. Yan. It was an eye-opener for me. In that moment, really, I realized how vulnerable I was, depending solely on my full-time job, and the uncertainty, the fear, what if this happens again, was enough for me to make me say never again, right? And that experience pushed me really to find another source of income, something that I could do alongside with my job. Because, I love being a physical therapist. That is my passion, right? In the medical field. But I didn't want to wait for the perfect time. Di ba nga sabi, there's no perfect time? Because I knew I couldn't afford to. So I took a leap of faith, learned new skills, and built something that gave me choices and security. And if there's one thing I've learned, is this: we can't control everything that happens, but what we can control is how we prepare the future. So for me, Don't wait for another crisis to make a change. I started right away, so start now. You will your future self, they say, will thank you. So yeah, so that was my never again moment, right? It might seem a little, but really it shook me, and really like, hey, wake up, Daphne. You're only depending on one sole income, right? For me, because like one of my goals is really to continually support my aging parents, right? As a Filipino, it's common for us to continually help our family back home. So yeah, so that's my never again moment. How about you, Sis Maita?
Yan. Sa akin naman, medyo mabigat na konti. Sa akin naman, medyo mabigat ng konti. Just a short backstory. I used to also work as an employee. I also work many hours, double job, extra shift. And then, so both me and my husband have income. And then there came a point that I needed to quit my job to take care of my two special need kids. So, syempre, from two income to just one income household, medyo na mismanage ang finances. And there was a point that we lost one big thing na really really made me really break. It's a breaking point talaga that ayoko nung ganito. Hindi pwede yung ganon. And wala akong magawa because I don't have finance to help my husband. So yun yung breaking point sa akin that led me to this na I have to do something. I have to find a way paano ako makaka-contribute kahit pa paano to my husband sa aming daily expenses. Short, but mabigat siya, di ba? So, kung may nakaka-relate man sa aking story, yun po. Just like Coach Daphne says, wag niyo nang hintayin that may mangyayari pa bago kayo mag-start to prepare for your future. Kailangan talaga natin ng at least meron tayong emergency fund, something like that, or pagka nawalan ka ng trabaho, di ba? Kailangan meron tayong natatabi. And ito yung kita kong way na somehow makakatulong ako sa husband ko. Hindi man right away, but at least I started on something. Yun lang po ang sa akin. Who's next, Coach?
All right. So we'll just go to your other side. So Sis Marites, what was your never again moment that led you from breaking points to breakthrough, right? Yes. By the way, before you start, let's acknowledge Martha. Good evening, friends. From California. She's from California, yes. And Kuya Well said hi.
Sis Tanisha too. Tanisha from Connecticut.
Oh, hi. Hi, Tanisha also.
Parang bigat. So, as I have said before, I worked in the Philippines for 21 years. So when I arrived here in the US, barely 2 months, I'm already working. Maybe nahanap ng katawan ko ang pagod or pagtatrabaho. Kasi naman tayong mga Pilipino. So while working as a caregiver, parang kay Sis Maita din, left and right ang offers looking for companionship. Yung companionship dito sa US is an easy list job, yung mga sa caregiver. So while I'm working at night, I'm also attending school in the morning. So, my time sa aking mga anak was the greatest sacrifice. So, by the time that I got home, they are still in school. Then, mga 4 p.m., dating nila from school, I already prepared their dinner and ayokong umiyak. It's my birthday. Pero, and that's just an hour. Papasok na naman ako sa work ng 5 p.m. That's the routine. Then, I finally realized I was still living the same life I had back in the Philippines. I was working, missing school events, and barely witnessing my kids grow. Malalaki na sila nung nandito na kami sa US. So, it felt like a never-ending cycle of sacrifice where my presence in their lives was exchanged for the need to provide. Parang hindi mo na alam yung gagawin mo kung you sacrifice your time for them and yet dapat kang mag-work for them. So parang ang hirap i-explain. And the hardest part is that when, my daughter, she developed eating disorder. So that was the breaking point why, I started this business. And it even, reached the point na may mga social worker na really went to our, to the apartment that we live in. And they are asking each one of us what happened. So, I was really guilty because as a mom, hindi ko man lang na-observe na ganun yung anak ko. But I'm greatly thankful dahil habang maaga na na naging okay na siya. Parang na-stop dahil sobrang talagang ang laki nung pagkakaiba when she has that disorder. Pero buti na lang at ayun, nalampasan namin yung point na yon in our lives na iniiyakan ko every night yan. Every night na iniiyakan ko. And I'm, yung sarili ko, I feel guilty. Dahil kung hindi dahil sa pag-work ko na yun nga, hindi sana umabot sa point na yun. And then out of nowhere, while browsing my YouTube, I'm not actually looking for a job or an online business. Pero I saw an ad from Coach Jean, suddenly pop up. I didn't feel like an accident. I watched the video and with success story I felt the spark of hope, like, parang like a shining at the end of a dark, long tunnel na sabi nila. I truly believe that I didn't see Coach Jean's ads by chance. It was a divine intervention. God knew how much I longed to be present for my family without sacrificing our job. My decision to join was not just for myself, but for my family, who had long been waiting for me to have more time for them. Sometimes the answers to our prayers come in the most unexpected ways. What matters is that we listen, believe, and take action. So sacrificing my time with my family will never happen again because of this business. So I am so grateful. I am a part of this amazing business that truly give us more time freedom, more financial freedom to be with our family, to enjoy life with our family. So that's my never again moment. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so inspiring, Sis Marites, the birthday girl. We gave all her that I almost in tears. Okay, now next would be Eileen. What was your never again? Can you share with us your never again moment, that led you to this?
Okay, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Sisi Marinas. Medyo, hello, Sisi Mona, good morning. Ayan, medyo relate ako dun sa sinabi Coach ni Sisi Marinas. Kasi when I was still in the Philippines, ganyan ako. Working mom ako. Pag-uwi ako, pag alis ako, tulog yung anak ko, pag darating tulog na. So, ganun. So, I'm also OFW daughter. So, lumaki ako ng malaking. Always thinking, ayoko mangyari sa mga anak ko yung nangyari sa akin. Iwan. But, of course, habang lumalaki yung mga anak ko, lumalaki rin yung anak. So, no choice. Kailangan ko rin umalis. Kailangan ko rin umalis para sa mga anak ko. So, ayun, and nandito na ako. Yun nga, kayod pa rin. And dahil nga may pangarap ka, sabi ko, ayoko na magaya nga parents ko na lalaki yung mga anak ko. So, sabi ko, maybe 5 years or 6 years, uuwi na din ako kapag nakikita ako ganun. But hindi pala ganun kadali. Nasa abroad ka, hindi ganun kadali makaipon. Kasi gastos pa rin. And hindi talaga, akala ko nung ako reklamo yung ganun pala, marami ka yung pera, ganun yung tingin ko kasi nasa abroad ka, na siya mo, ganun. Pero hindi pala yung totoo. So, mahirap talaga. And so, dumating na yung point na, yun nga, habang lumalaki yung mga anak ko, lumalaki yung gastos. So, kahit na euros, yung kinikita mo, kulang at kulang pa rin siya. So, nag-isip ako ng mga, yun na, napunta ako sa mga, paghahanap sa mga online business, hanggang sa, napunta na ako dun sa mga, tinatawag natin mga, cryptocurrency, ayan na sinusubukan ko. And, hanggang nakita ko yung ad, post niya si Simon sa Facebook. So, tinry ko siya. And yung parang hindi, nung una parang hindi pa ako ganun 100% sure and naniniwala. So, immediately, nakilin ako dito. Pumasok agad ako dito immediately kahit hindi ako sure. While still searching for another online business hanggang sa napunta na nga ako sa mga scam na ako. And yun na nga, alam naman natin na hindi kailangan natin talaga ng financial dito sa business natin para makain tayo. So, nag-financing ako and hanggang sa okay na ako, nakapasok na ako. So, para naging kampante na ako na nandito na ako, sabi ko, sige, may business na ako, ganyan. So, tinuloy ko pa rin yung pag-ano ko doon sa mga ibang online business hanggang sa na-realize ko na naubos na yung yun nga, kagaya nung naubos na yung kay Sisi Maita na yun, nagkakaroon na na parang hindi mo na mabayaran yung hirap ka ng mabayaran. Mababayaran mo, but nahihirapan ka ng mabayaran yung mga financing na kinuha. Hanggang sa na parang nagising na ako na kailangan ko na talagang mag-concentrate, mag-focus. Yun yung pagkakamali ko kasi at the start of this business, hindi agad ako nag-focus for 1 year. Pinabayaan ko siya and nag-focus ako dun sa mga bagay na dapat na pinagkagastusan ko, na dapat sana yun yung ginastos ko doon. Dito ko nilagay, like, mag-run ako ng ads, gano'n. So, hindi ko yung nagawa. So, for me, kaya bumalik ako, nag-focus na ulit ako. Yun yung na-realize ko nung na-scam ako sa mga ibang mga online business. Yun. Yun nila, Coach, kung nalipahabain.
What a journey, di ba? What a journey. You're never again. Yes. The good thing is, when it was an eye opener, there's two parts, right? It was an eye opener, then you know how to get back into to the to the game, right? So before anything else, let's say hello. Wow. Marami tayong coaches ngayon. Coach Lossie from Toronto. Hello, hello. Thank you for watching. And then, there's special man. Hello, daw, Kuya Wills. And Coach Mildred. Hello, hello. Great to see you all. Thank you for watching, Coach. Ayan. Tayo'y pinaunlakan ng mga coaches. 5,000 viewers. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. All right. So now, the most exciting and the most excited lagi na online business owners, aming Bloom Shine, Tita Molet, what's your never again moment? Let's make it,
Okay.
Share with them your never again moment. 6,000
Never again.
and counting.
Okay. Now let's how can I start? How can I start for my never again moments? Well, as you all know, how did I, since I'm still kind of like new here. I'm the newest person from the group, and of course, I've been a nurse for so long, and since I've started actually being a nurse, and from when so we've been married and for so long, and since we've got married. And we're not that, hindi ho kami, nung mula ho naman kasi nung nagsimula kami ng mag-asawa, hindi naman ho kami na talagang yung well off, na talagang mahirap naman ho kaming mag-asawa, na talagang nagpursige ho kami from scratch. So, nagsimula ho kami sa Pilipinas at talaga ho kaming mula sa wala. Kanina nga ho kaninang umaga nga ho kaming magpamilya. Biro mo, kinasal kami. There, we have 7 pesos in our pocket. There's 7 people in the chapel, and 7 o'clock in the evening ho kami kinasal. So they're all like 7 ang ho namin. So from that, we started from talaga ho kaming nagsimula, para kaming nagsimula sa wala. Ganon. So talaga ho kaming hindi naman yung nag-struggle, pero talagang we made it all, na talagang biro mo nung nakapunta ho ako dito sa Amerika, nauna, kung nakita niyo ho yung video ko na akong nauna, at nakita niyo ho yung video ko na kwento, nauna ako, tapos napunta sila bago ho sila napunta dito, ano pa nga ako na-deport pa ako na team, na kaming mga nurses. Tapos nabalik ako dito sa Amerika after mga few years. Tapos yung mga pamilya ko naman, nabalik din sila sa Pilipinas. Tapos nabalik na ulit sila dito, nadala ko sila dito with na pagtatrabaho ko na 2, 3, aside from my full-time job, part-time job, ganyan. Sa lahat ng sakripisyo, 2, 3 trabaho, hanggang sa naging okay na ho ang ang ano namin, ang buhay namin sa pagtitiyaga, sa pagsasakripisyo, sa pagtatrabaho, hanggang sa nakita nyo naman ang ano namin sa pagsakripisyo, sa pagtatrabaho, hanggang sa makita namin ang magandang klaseng buhay, hanggang sa nakita ko ang pagklase ng pagre-retiro namin sa over the years, okay? So over the years, nakita namin ang klase ng pamumuhay na gusto namin, ang klase ng pamumuhay na gusto namin. Akala namin na with that this year, last year, no 2023, nung magre-retiro na ako at magre-retiro na rin ang husband ko after few months, maganda na ang buhay namin. Okay? So, doon na ho nagsimula ang napakaganda ho ng pakiramdam ng, it was really a great achievement for me na that time nung November na when I retired, that feeling of my achievement after all that sacrifices, after all that things that I've done for all those years, na lahat ng nangyari sa amin, with all that things that I have all invested on, with all the money that I have all naipon namin, na we have paid everything, with all the debts, with all everything that we have worked on, and we have all paid off, and lahat ho ng that feelings of enjoyment, that joyfulness, nandun na ho masarap na pakiramdam. And then tapos nung nakapag-retire na ako, and then we're so happy about it. And even my kids, my son, my daughter gave me even a retirement party that I did not know of, and I was even so happy that I thought it was not for me. I even told them that I will pay for that party, that I thought it was a party for my family that was coming in for that Christmas party, that I didn't realize it was for me, for my retirement party. And that money that I was even saying that I was even gonna pay for that is because of the money that I was investing, the money that a guy that because I retired, and there was this guy that promised me that this investment, that I was going to make this much money, and I was actually seeing that money growing that much, and I actually put out a lot of money for that. And I actually told this a lot of family of mine, I'm actually paying it forward to all of them. I promised them that that night before that party, I will pay for this party, and I will even pay them, each one of them, the initial, what do you call this? What I have invest, actually, with the money that I'm getting, I will actually, each one of my nieces and nephews, I will even give them their initial investment for all of them to start. And I actually, to give them their initial investment for this. And I failed every one of them because I did not get that money, because it was a scam. And I actually, that was the start of all of this. I invested all of that for that, and that's the start. And I actually, and I thought, I still and I still believe that, and I didn't even know about those scams at that time. and because that was the start of those scammers, and I didn't realize about these scammers really going on to the seniors that are the retiring, the retirees. They're aiming for the retirees, and that's the start of all of this. And after all that, and after all those things that I have sacrificed of, and after all that, the joyful, and I thought, and I thought, what is this? So my joy, my things, and it's just a brief moment, a brief months, and those and you think it's also, of course, it's just my what do you call this, my fault after that, and because it's scammers after scammers, it's after scammers. I think my thing is ang sa akin ho kasi, ang ugali ko, pagka may nangyari sa akin, hindi ho kasi ako hihinto. Gusto ko ho kasing makabawi kagad. Ganyan po kasi ako. Gagawa po kasi ako parati. Siguro ganito ho ako parati. Parati ho kasi akong taong gusto ko, nagkakaroon ako ng solusyon. For every problem, I always make it a point that I have a solution. At ginagawa ko parati na solusyon. And for every time I go down, I have to come up. I have to always get up, and I don't just just stay down. That's me, and that's probably how I am during yung ganito ho ako. Kaya ako parating yan ho ang sa taas, parating ang tingin ko, parati akong nandyan ho siya parati sa akin. Kaya parati ho kami tinutulungan, at for every problem there's always a solution. At kaya ho ako naniniwala at sa ganyan. At kaya nga nung nangyari ho yan, at tuloy-tuloy na ho yan, hindi ko na ho kailangan anuhin yung lahat ng mga scammers na yan, hanggang sa totoo ho yan at hanggang sa humingi na ho ako nasabi ko na ho dun sa isang pinsan ko na hanggang sa nalaman na ho ng anak ko, nagalit na, hanggang sa hindi ko na alam, ang bangko ko nga ang tumulong ho sa akin na hindi ko alam, isa na nagkaroon na ako ng adult protection services para nga ho mahinto na, at hanggang sa nakita ko wala na pala, na pati mga investment ko wala na, halos nabalik ulit, nagkaroon na ulit na mga credit card ko na na ulit, balik na ulit, parang kumbaga sa balik ulit ako sa dati, parang ganun. Ano ba itong nangyari, ganyan. So I have to do something again. So I have to go back. At least sabi ko sa sarili ko, I have to work again, na balik ako sa dati. Yun ang nangyari. So ngayon, siyempre itong asawa ko, masuporta sa akin, at sa nakikita niya sa akin na talagang naghahanap ako, na nakakita naman ako ng trabaho, at siya nandito. It just so happened, hulog sa amin. Kaya sabi ko sa'yo, tinitingnan parati ako sa taas, at nakita ng asawa ko, eto po si Daphne at saka si Ai. Eto, nakita itong niya sa YouTube. Sabi niya sa akin, eto mama, sabi niya gano'n, tingnan mo ito, sabi niya sa akin, baka gusto mo ulit magnegosyo, sabi niya sa akin. Ito, mukhang maganda itong negosyo na to, sabi niya sa akin. Sabi ko, ay naku papa, ayoko na. Sabi ko, ayoko na ng negosyo. Sabi ko gano'n, alam mo na, hindi na ako nagnenegosyo. Sabi ko gano'n sa kanya. Sabi niya, mukhang maganda ito eh. Sabi niya, tama-tama sa iyo to, sabi sa akin. Ay naku, para ikaw na lang, kung gusto mo, ikaw na lang sa iyo yan, ikaw na lang mag-ano dyan, sabi ko sa kanya.
What a breakthrough, tita, ha?
Sabi ko, pakinggan mo lang ito, o sige, sabi ko, panoorin natin. Pinanood ko, nakatulog lang ako, hindi ko pinanood.
But now here you are with us now.
Tapos, tinulugan ko lang. Tapos, after few days, ano yung pinanood mo? Ay, hindi ko na, akala ko pinanood mo. At tapos, after few days, sige nga, panoorin ko. Kasi, puro email ng email dun sa aking, ano ba to? Puro email ng email, sabi ko.
Tita, so that you have to open it up, right? Now, look at you here with us.
Ko, ayun, dun sa nagsimula. Sabi ko, nung pinanood ko yung nung pinanood ko, iyak ako ng iyak. Doon sa mga testimonials, doon ako na anuhan, doon sa mga testimonials. Doon ako na anuhan, siguro natamaan ako doon sa mga testimonials dahil doon sa ibang kwento, natamaan ako doon sa mga ibang kwento dahil yung kwento nila, ikwento ko rin.
Yes, real people, di ba, tita? Real people just like you and me. Yeah.
Doon ako na natamaan. Kaya nga parang sabi ko, doon tingnan mo, parang naaano na naman ako dahil kasi yung kwento nila, kwento hindi nila alam, kwento ko rin. Yes. Kaya sabi ko, pwede rin mangyari sa akin.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. If they can do it, you can do it too, tita. That's the breakthrough. Wow, thank you for being so vulnerable. Every time you're so vulnerable and sharing your story. And I know for sure that it's inspiring a lot of people tonight na, especially, retirees, that they're so vulnerable. And, yan yung, madaling, what do you call that? That's like yung, they pinpoint those, parang yung target. They're targeting those vulnerable people. So you are an inspiration to many, and if they can do it, you got it too, right? You can do this too. Definitely. So thank you. Oh my God, we have 2 more left. And kudos to you. We all everything. We are so proud of you for sharing your vulnerability to us tonight. And now let's get to Kuya Wells.
Okay. Hello, good evening. And hi, Coach Losi and Coach Mildred. I met them in Mexico. Yay. So anyways, thanks for watching us actually. Ready na ba kayo sa panibagong kwento ng buhay?
Okay.
Sabi ko kay Coach Daphne kanina, hindi ako ready, Coach. Hindi ko alam kung nag-busy ako, hindi ko nakita yung mga ganito. But anyways, ano ba yung topic natin? Never again moment. Okay, the never again moment, ako po naman ay I would say I originally when I was in the Philippines, I was 100% musician. Pagka-graduate ko sa UST Conservatory of Music, nagturo ako sa Perpetual Health College of Rizal, and then in Las Piñas, right? Tapos band director ako sa Manila City Hall under at that time ay kay Mayor Emiliano C. Lopez Jr. pa. Yeah, so malakas tayo noong araw doon sa kay Mayor. So anyways, hanggang sa nakarating po ako dito sa Amerika at sabi ko siguro mga 1 taon lang ganun. Hindi pa pwedeng ganun 'yon. So anyways, to make it a little short, ako po ay nagtrabaho ng kung ano-ano na napilit akong or wala akong choice kundi iwanan ko muna yung aking passion sa music. So at sa kasalukuyan, to make it short nga, isa pa yung to. Sa kasalukuyan, nagtatrabaho ko sa isang manufacturing company. One of the world's manufacturing companies, I've been there for already 27 years. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, at the age of 45, sabi ko, at the age of 45, titigil ako kasi babalik ako doon sa aking music. Kasi iba ang aking sa music kasi pag kasi tayo naman mga Pilipino, kahit anong klaseng trabaho pwede nating pasukin, di ba? Pwede tayong maging productive sa lahat ng bagay. Pero yung iba yung passion natin di ba? Kasi pagka yung nasa music ako, ang pakiramdam ko ba, yun I can express myself clearly, colorfully, right? So yung para bang mas marami akong napifeel ko yung accomplishment. So anyways, nung hindi ko nagawa yung age of 45. So sabi ko, hindi pala pwede, sabi ko, kasi kailangan mo ng insurance, kailangan mo kailangan mo pagpatuloy yung suporta sa family, di po ba? So sabi ko hindi pala pwede ng 45, sabi ko tuloy muna. Hanggang sa sabi ko sa sarili ko, siguro early retirement na lang talaga, hindi uubra. Pero I've been longing to go back to music, 'di ba? Fortunately, nagagamit ko siya sa church. Nagtuturo ako ng choir. Tumutugtog din ako sa aming worship team. So, iyan po ang isang naging yung parang yung bang I've been enjoying the life here in America. Kaya lang at the same time, yung trabaho na ginagawa mo, 10 hours a day, Saturday, sometimes Sundays, parang para kang hindi para bang may kulang. So anyways, nung sabi ko 62, sabi ko siguro 62, tapos nagkaroon kami ng at least 55 lang. Sabi nila 55 pwede ka nang mag-retire, meron ka ng ang tawag dito, may medical na, yon, pwede ka nang Sabi ko siguro kung hanggat maaga gagawin ko. Until such time na nakita ko itong online business. Before that, marami akong mga ginawa na makakapagpa-expedite ng plano ko. Actually, naggawa ako ng ADU dito sa likod ng bahay para gawin kong paupahan. Sa kasalukuyan, may umuupa dyan. So, sabi ko, pag nag-retire ako, supplement yon. So, nitong nakita ko itong business. Nung una, sabi ko, hindi ko, parang hindi naman, sabi ko, parang hindi totoo. Tapos, pero ang natatandaan ko, yung nasa Mexico sila, yung mga ladies na nasa katulad ng ginawa natin nung nasa Mexico tayo. So anyways, yun ang naging sabi ko, subukan ko kaya kasi may narinig ako na sabi niya meron din daw silang nag-aano din daw siya sa ministry. Sabi ko nakuha yung attention ko. Sabi ko teka muna. Nag-aano din siya sa ministry. Kaya subukan ko kaya. Tapos nang hinihintay ko na sila, hindi ko na makita. Ang nakita ko si Coach Daphne, tapos sila. Sabi ko, ito siguro yun. So anyways, nung pumasok na ako, nung mag-decide ako, kasi nakita ko yung ibang mga story, tapos out of my objective na makapag-retire ako ng maaga, na meron akong supplement, sabi ko, papasok na ako dito sa na to. Susubukan ko na, sabi ko pa nga magbabayad na ako, kahit na kung hindi ako magtutuloy, basta magbabayad na ako. So isang po sa akin yun, nagpatuloy ako, tapos nakapasok ako. Naging ano ko kasi, tapos nakita ko na ito palang business na ito, parang kung magiging successful tayo sa business na ito, hindi lang supplement ang makukuha natin dito, kundi more than what we had doon sa ating, doon sa aking current job, di po ba? So, yun po ang isang nakapag ano sa akin na ano ba to? Lumalayo yata ako sa tate.
Gave you hope.
Never again moment. Yun ang aking never again moment na sana itong business na natin na ito makatulong para makabalik ako dun sa aking music. Na siguro by that time, kasi ang plano ko talaga, pag nag-retire ako ng maaga, siguro makakabalik ako, pero hindi ko alam kung tama na ba yung retirement na makukuha ko. So with this business, it has given me the strength to pursue yung aking mga plano. At ayun, nagpapasalamat din ako sa Panginoon kasi yun ang parang yun ang binigay sa akin.
Binigay sa vision. Yep.
Yeah. Thanks to Coach Daphne din. Natanda ko si Coach Daphne, si Ivy pala yun. si Coach Vilma.
Vilma, yep.
Yeah, so yun po ang story. Marami pa akong gustong sabihin pero maubusan na ng oras si Sister Mona. So thank you so much for listening, and sana ito'y naging makapagbigay ng inspirasyon, lalo na doon sa mga maaring mga tao na may mga dalahin din.
Yeah.
Ito business na ito makakatulong sa inyo. At saka legit po ito.
Wow.
Hey,
wow.
So much, Mona.
Yan. So much inspiring naman. So much, very inspiring ang kanilang mga never again moment, diba? Real people having real, issues in their own and how they overcome it through having the breaking points to breakthroughs. Yan. Turning breaking points to breakthroughs. Wow, so proud actually. Every time I hear your story, all your story, like, it just melts my heart. But this online business is giving us hope.
Yes.
And that we all know that if we put the effort that it's needed, then we will get there. It's just a matter of time, right? So let's keep pushing forward, right? So last but not the least, kasi siyang princess of the hour. So let's take it away, Mona. You were almost on the hour. Let's do it.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening po sa ating lahat. My name is Mona Lisa Naces, and currently living here in Spain, and my never again. At nanonood po ako ng parang MMK, ang sakit, pero parang ang sarap, So mayroon din po akong never again na short lang. Sanay po kami sa hirap ng buhay sa Pilipinas. Ayokong umiyak once kasi parang gusto kong ipakita sa aking sarili na hindi na ako maiyakin tulad na noon. So, iano ko na lang yung short na story. So, sanay ako sa hirap ng buhay. So, ang pamilya ko, farmers kami. At maliit pa lang ako noon, 1 year old. So, naulila na kami ng ama. So, hindi ko nakilala yung tatay ko. So, tinaguyod lang kami ng nanay namin, ng mami namin, hanggang nag-16 years old ako at pumanaw na rin siya. So, yung buhay namin talagang masasabi ko na mahirap. Nung pumunta kami sa Spain, nabigyan kami ng opportunity na dahil sa pananampalataya, and thanks God. At ito nga yung umpisa ng sabi namin yung mga pangarap namin magkakapatid. At parang ito na yung umpisa ng pagiging lahat ng mga pangarap. Ganun di ba? Kung nasa abroad ka na, ganyan, nakala mo napakadali. Dahil nga sanay kami sa hirap sa buhay sa Pilipinas, parang nung pumunta kami dito, parang sabihin na natin na wow, mag-uumpisa na kami uli. But, ang umpisa nito, para sa best ng aming family. So, nagkaroon ako ng asawa. Sabi ko, wow, makapag-asawa ako ng Espanyol, Foreigner, di ba? Sabi ko, hindi na Pilipino. Kundi sabi nila, pag nakapag-asawa ka ng foreigner, sabi nila, wow. Alam mo na, sa Pilipinas, ibang dimension na yung tingin sa'yo, right? Kahit sabihin na natin na nagtratrabaho lang tayo bilang sabihin na natin na DH Spain, mga ganyan, nagtratrabaho sa hotel, but carry mo yung asawa mo as a foreigner, di ba? So, malaking bahagi yun ng sabihin na natin na magiging tingala ng tao sa iyo. Dahil nga, sabihin na natin sa Pilipinas, kapag ang asawa mo talaga na foreigner, lalong-lalo na akong talagang citizen na foreigner, masasabi nila na wow, marami ng pera. Diba? Ganun yun So, ang nangyari, nakapag-asawa naman ako ng foreigner pero hindi naman mayaman. It's like parang kagaya ko din. So, ang masakit noon, akala ko nung mag-aasawa ko, maiiklian yung oras ng pagtatrabaho ko, right? Pero, nung nagkaroon na ako ng pamilya, anak, ganyan, parang medyo mas napahirapan pa yung buhay. So, kailangan ka talaga magtrabaho ng double para, matulungan yung asawa ko, ganyan. And, yung pagkakaroon ko ng pamilya, hindi ko masyadong na-enjoy kasi kailangan ko talagang tulungan yung asawa ko as in So, ang nangyari dyan, nagtrabaho ko ng umaga at saka gabi. So, until now, nagtratrabaho pa rin ako ng umaga hanggang gabi. To make it short, may pangyayari sa buhay ko na parang napakasakit na hindi ko makakalimutan. And that's, masasabi ko na never again. One day, tumawag yung nanay ko, yung asawa ng husband ko na nasa work ako, nasa hotel ako Alam niyo naman ang trabaho sa hotel, hindi mo naman pwedeng iwanan na kung gusto mong iwanan na aalis ako dahil may emergency ako, ganyan. So one day tumawag yung biyanan ko na yung paa daw ng anak ko masakit. So tinakbo yung anak ko sa ospital. So yun na, nagtratrabaho ako, ganyan. Tapos ang masakit noon, na-diagnostic yung anak ko na dito sa paa may tumor. May tumor siya. Ang pinakasakit noon, that time na kailangan ako ng anak ko, hindi ko siya nasamahan. And ang masakit pa noon, nung sinabi ng anak ko kung nasaan daw ako. So, sabihin na natin na kahit tiwala man ako sa biyanan ko, na maaalagaan niya, more than pa sa pag-aalaga ko. Dahil nga siya yung kasama namin nag-alaga mula pa ng maliit siya hanggang ngayon. Hanggang ngayon pa rin. And, yun yung ayaw ko nang mangyari sa akin at pinapangako ko sa sarili ko na kapag kailangan ako ng anak ko sa emergency, kung ano man yung pagkakataon na yan, hindi ko na i-accept sa sarili ko na never again na sasabihin ko or sasabihin ng anak ko na wala na naman si mama. So yun yung never again na gusto kong mangyari ulit, na ayokong masubukan ng kahit na sinong nanay at ng kahit sinong parent, mapalalaki man o mapababae ito, Dahil napakasakit bilang isang magulang na yung yes, nagtatrabaho ka, naghahanap ka ng financial para sa pamilya mo, but then mayroong part pala doon na hindi lang para lahat ay sa trabaho at sa paghahanap ng need. No? So nakakaligtaan natin na mayroon pang mas mahalaga doon. And yun nga, doon ako naghanap na ng paraan kung paano ko siya masusolusyonan. And until now, salamat sa business na ito at nakikita ko yung hope and nakikita ko yung brighter future para sa pamilya ko and yung never again. Kahit anong mangyari, kahit nasa trabaho ako, iiwan ko yung trabaho ko para sa anak ko kung kinakailangan. But until now, hindi pa naman ako dumating sa point na na iwanan mo na, hindi pa. I mean, hindi pa tinatawag ng pagkakataon na iwanan ko yung trabaho ko. Dahil nga sa business na ito, pwede mo silang pagsamahin. Nag-work ka at saka nagraran ka ng business sa business na ito. So, guys, yan lang. Never again na mangyayari yun sa akin na kapag kailangan ako ng anak ko na emergency, I will never say again, no. Ayan. Yan po yung coach.
Well, thank you for sharing. Last but not the least, Mona from Spain. Wow. All of them, like Mona said, parang ano, diba? It's like in Tagalog, tagos hanggang sa puso, diba? Hanggang ano, the struggles, the challenges that we're all faced, diba? Though different stages, different stories, but the bottom line is, right, the breaking points when you say enough is enough, diba? So enough is enough, that you get stuck out of that breaking point and turned it into break. The good thing is, from the breaking point, you transform into going through a breakthrough, diba? So that's what's good about it, right? You didn't stay there, but instead you took a step in order for you to make life better, or going to make your life better. So yun yung breakthrough doon. So with that, kudos to everyone who stood up for their passion, who stood up for their family, who stood up for knowing your worth, knowing for your family, knowing for your kids, knowing that there's more to life than just working, right? Yes. So yeah, so thank you. I hope we have 9 viewers, and thank you 9,000. My God, thank you. And thank you so much for all the business owners of the Bloom Shine Group who are so vulnerable and sharing their never again moments only in Bloom Shine Group Live, guys. And thank you for patiently watching. It's been an hour already. So I'm going to end this with this. Let me see. Your never again moment is your turning point. You've made a decision. Never again will you say stuck, settle, or less, or let fear hold you back. Now it's time to take action. So see you in the inside, guys. Until next week. God bless. Happy birthday, Sis Marites. Thank you.
Birthday.
Bye.
Bye.
God bless everybody.
Bye.